sir.
How you doing? So what we got?
The shooting inside apartment D. The victim is a 19-year-old Shelley Blackman. She's been shot multiple times in the torso and face. Medical already transported her to the hospital. She's in pretty bad shape.
Any witnesses?
There's the two individuals back here that made the 911 call. They're in shock and pretty shaken up.
All right, I'll talk to them when they calm down.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
People wonder, how could anybody be traumatized to that level to where you can't even talk? If you've seen a violent crime happen in front of you, your emotions become maxed. You cannot function in any kind of normal way, and in many cases can't say a word.
While he waits for the eyewitnesses to collect themselves, Kenda makes his way into Shelley's apartment.
It's upstairs, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything seems to be in order until Kenda gets to Shelley's bedroom.
There's a phone that's been smashed on the bed. So the victim is on the phone when the shooter arrives in the room and instantaneously begins shooting.
Kenda scans the room for signs of a possible burglary.
The jewelry is on a dresser, undisturbed. Nothing's been moved, nothing's been knocked over. Absolutely nothing is out of place.
Except for one disturbing item.
What is that, sir?
It's like a tooth. Probably from where she got shot in the face.
We'd also find 6 expended casings in the room.
9mm.
We looked at the head stamp on the casings, they're in standard 9mm. And at least one of them's in her face. So it would indicate the range is relatively close. So this person's intent is clear. They come there, they, whoever they are, armed with a gun, and the intent to use it.
Sir, the victim's mother was here. We told her that her daughter had been shot, and she was very upset. She was insisting on speaking with you.
Let's go.
I stop poking around in this bedroom and start to walk down the stairs. And I look in the family room, and there's a playpen. Nobody's in it. But there's toys in it, there's a pillow in it. So where's this kid? And what happened to this child?
Is there a child involved? Do we have eyes on the child?
The baby's outside with another officer in the backseat of his car.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good news. The kid's okay.
But Kenda isn't the only one inquiring about the child. Stepping outside, he runs directly into a desperate Debbie Blackman.
Sir, they tell me you're in charge here, and I have to get in there to see my grandchild if she's okay.
Ma'am, she's perfectly fine. She's with another officer.
Oh, God.
You mind stepping over here with her?
Okay. Yeah.
Your daughter's been taken to the hospital, and I'll have someone take your granddaughter in a moment. But first I need to ask you a few questions.
She's extremely distraught, but I explained to her, I'm trying to determine who might or could be responsible for hurting your daughter. And you're my best chance to find that out right now.
Can you tell me about your daughter? Was she married, divorced?
The man she had the baby with are no longer together, and she has a new boyfriend.
Debbie says that Shelley had a boyfriend named Thomas Terry.
Her mom said he'd been in the military. He had a job with the post office. Thomas seemed like a pretty good guy.
How about work? Does she have a job?
Well, she was working retail, but she wasn't making enough money to support the baby, so she took a job someplace else.
So what does she do now?
Well, she works at a gentleman's club dancing.
Now that opens up a busload of potential suspects. Many strange men going to strip clubs. They're a different breed of individual. That opens up a new arena for me. I'm not prepared to jump in that arena yet, but I'm worried about it.
Has she had any trouble with the clientele that you know of?
Well, the only thing she said was that there was a couple of customers who had given her their phone number and stuff, but that was really just about it.
Do you know their names?
No.
To Debbie's knowledge, Shelley had never acted upon any of those numbers and had never called anyone.
All right, well, I know you need to go check on your daughter and granddaughter. Perhaps we could speak again?
Yes.
Lieutenant, I just looked in on the two witnesses who called 911. They're both ready to talk.
All right.
The officer says the girl is Shelley's roommate. Her name is Desiree Peterson. She is also 19 years old. The male who is present is a 23-year-old guy named Reginald, who is Desiree's boyfriend. So we interview them one at a time so we don't get cross stories between the two.
We'll talk to Desiree first. Desiree, I'm Detective Kenda. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
I want to talk to Desiree first because she is Shelley's roommate, so she's going to know more than he does about Shelley.
Is there anything you can share with me about what happened to Shelley?
I know who shot her.
Witnesses often say they know what happened, they saw what happened, and that's not that meaningful to me usually because it's usually not correct. But in this particular case, Desiree's tone of voice and the look in her eye said to me loud and clear that she really did know who's responsible for this.
There's not a doubt in my mind.
You want to tell me about that?
This case has just moved into the fast lane. I can feel it. We are almost there. I need a name and a face, and I think I'm about to get it.
Desiree Peterson, the roommate of shooting victim Shelley Blackman, tells Kenda that she was in the apartment with Shelley and her boyfriend Thomas Terry earlier in the day.
Shelley and Terry were fighting again.
So it's not unusual for them to fight?
Not since Shelley started dancing at a club.
Thomas was getting possessive and was getting jealous. And he didn't like the fact that she needed to work a second job in a strip club to make money.
That really drove Thomas nuts.
What happened today?
Shelley and Thomas were fighting again in front of me and my boyfriend, and it got pretty bad. And he started going through a purse and found numbers that guys gave him that she danced for at the club.
Why are you in my purse?
What the is this? More numbers from the club?
What? Oh my God.
Who is Glenn?
It's just a phone.
Who is Glenn?
I
Get out of me! What the is it? You
didn't do that to you. Just get out.
Admit it!
So the fight was getting real bad, so Reginald took him for a ride so he could calm down.
So what happened after they left?
She wanted him out, and he's not living with us or anything, so we packed some of his stuff in a duffel bag and left it downstairs for him.
Desiree tells Kenda that when Reginald and Thomas returned a short time later, things went from bad to worse.
When Reginald and Thomas walk back into place, the first thing Thomas sees is his duffel bag with all his things in it, and it really sets him off.
That's when Thomas went out to get a gun hidden in the glove compartment of his car.
The duffel bag was the last straw. And he goes back outside for a minute to the car that he was just in. And he comes back inside and goes straight upstairs. They don't see the gun. He probably makes it a point that they don't see it.
I'm doing good.
What are you doing here?
What is that?
Oh, my bag at the door.
Because you're leaving. Get out.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Get out of here. No!
So you and Reginald heard gunshots. What'd you do?
We went upstairs to see what was happening, and that's when we saw Thomas with the gun. Shelley?
They see Shelley on the bed, bleeding profusely. She's been violently assaulted with gunfire, and the results are horrible.
So when Thomas left, do you know where he went?
No, but Shelley's car isn't here anymore, so I think he took it.
He's got a gun. What's he gonna do? Nothing good is what he's gonna do. Nothing good.